don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
Back in September, the Falcons lost a thriller in their last game against the Panthers. Can Carolina finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
You talk about this Falcon defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there, and the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down now, it's Baker, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to throw now. Young. He's got Mingo. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here is third down at 4.
Check. Smith, red.
To throw, Young. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Clancy. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Able to slither by. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Clancy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Young's incompletion. Leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. It's Young on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baker, and he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he stopped immediately there. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 3rd down, Baker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here's Bryce Baringer now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Clancy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the RPO, he completes it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down, Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Throwing, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 2nd down and 3. Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is caught, and they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 4th down, Clancy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Now here's Young.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here is Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Falcon first down.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now this throw caught left side. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Young. Open man is Mingo. Complete. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo. 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, Young. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8.
Smith red. Check pink.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
Touchdown, Panthers! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Panthers... Following the interception, Young. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Get him 19 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat.